Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Hunter McCullough, I'm Brian Half. Appreciate you turning us on the, okay, well.
What?
On the TV that is.
Okay,
My apologies
time
for
out,
folks at
time
home.
out.
Yeah. Let's restart that. Hey, happy Thursday. Appreciate you joining us. Hunter, Ryan, thanks for being here. That's a much better way to start this show. Also, we got to talk about a very special birthday today. I believe it is today. Northern News Now's Briggs LaSavage celebrating her birthday.
That's fantastic. A huge happy birthday to Briggs. I hope she celebrates like crazy.
I believe it's today. Hopefully it wasn't yesterday. So if it's yesterday, then happy belated Briggs.
We were just talking during the noon show because I'm usually sitting in the background during the noon, working on all sorts of crazy things. You never know what's going on. Anyway, we were talking the next like 3 weekends. She's super busy. Yep. She's got like 2 bachelorette parties, and then she's going off to some wild place up in California.
I believe she's going to San Jose, where the CrossFit Games are.
Oh my
being held.
gosh, that's insane.
Yeah, so Briggs LaSavage busy.
Very busy.
Yep, I know her sister also getting married this year, so a big congrats to Gates LaSavage.
Yes, I believe that's this weekend is the bachelorette party for that. So yeah, crazy times.
Busy time.
She's gonna have a lot of fun.
Happy birthday, Briggs.
Yep, we love you. Coming up on today's show, we hear how women are growing the game of golf. Plus, could the order of what you eat help your health? Well, we're going to get the answer today here on Northern Life. The age-old question, the order of the food.
What should I eat first?
Yes,
usually
exactly.
It's just whatever lands on my fork. It ends up in my stomach.
Right,
we'll see if that helps you out. Well, how about this? Mary and I got to go see Toy Story 5 over at Marcus Theaters last night, and I got to tell you. Toy Story 5, great movie.
Sure.
I think Toy Story 3 might be maybe my favorite Toy Story movie, followed by Toy Story 2. But Toy Story 5, a great film. I was laughing the whole time. We had a lot of fun. Definitely touches on the topic of kids and technology these days, and talking about how children are possibly moving away from the creativity of playing with toys.
Sure.
Also, the thing about this movie, it's very Jessie-centric.
Really?
Yeah, as opposed to like Woody or Buzz, it's very much leaning towards Jessie, and talking about Toy Story 2 once again, the themes of that movie.
Yeah, so is Woody or Buzz, are they in the movie at all?
They're there.
They're in the movie,
yeah.
Okay. And then Conan O'Brien, of course, one of my favorites. I've talked about this before.
Play?
He plays one of the tablets. I think the lead tablet.
Oh.
Yeah, so is he like one of the central characters as well?
He must be the, there's a toilet technology guy.
I bet
the
that's
potty
him.
trainer.
The potty trainer.
Now that I look back, okay, that makes sense.
Does he have a lot of lines?
Yeah, he's a main character in that movie.
Okay,
so
I gotta
if you
watch
like Conan
that.
O'Brien, yeah, you'll like this movie.
Did you cry at all? Were there any sad parts?
I did cry.
You did?
I was crying towards the end.
Wow.
Yeah,
They'd make you, those Disney movies,
I know.
man, very touching.
They know how to do it.
Yes,
they know how to
do.
make you cry.
Yep.
Well, in more entertainment news, Hunter, do you know Tilly Norwood?
Never heard of that name.
Tilly
in my
Norwood,
life.
who is the AI actress.
Oh, jeez. No, I haven't heard of this.
Congratulations, Tilly Norwood. Tilly going to get her own movie, it sounds
crazy.
like. Apparently called Misaligned, and it is probably not what you think. So Particle 6 is a London-based studio that created Tilly Norwood, and they're not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. In this film, Norwood is fully aware she is not real and exists in a digital world called the Tillyverse. Her very existence freaked out Hollywood last year, but Particle 6 says making the film is proving you still need a lot of human input to tell a story, and AI is just a tool to help you get there.
I'm torn between whether I should pay
Why is there
to
a
go...
flamingo?
That's another good question, yeah.
Why are there all sorts of flamingos?
Oh my gosh, what is this movie?
Tilly Norwood, big flamingo
Well,
fan.
now I'm intrigued. I'm a little bit intrigued by what's
I'm
going
gonna
on.
have to watch.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like, I'm torn between paying to go see it or thinking that the human race is coming to an end. I don't know which one I should be believing in, but you know what? I'm just going to keep chugging along as if I didn't see that story.
That's true. But I will say for the commercials that I see nowadays, whether it's on streaming platforms or YouTube, a lot of those ads now are a lot of AI generated.
Really?
A lot of like AI generated actors pretending to be real humans. And so
boy.
the more I see that, I feel personally, if I see an ad that is using AI, I don't want to even get close to that
No,
product.
and you can tell. You can definitely
Yeah.
tell right now. I don't know if they're trying to normalize it more to us by seeing it more often, but I don't like it one bit.
Definitely saves them a lot of money. You don't have to
Yes.
pay the actors to actually do it.
Of
but
course, that's
for
the
some
end
reason,
game.
it really makes me mad.
It does, me too,
And there's
yeah.
on Discovery. I don't know if the folks at home watch Discovery Plus. We watch a lot of our TLC shows on that
Yeah.
streaming platform. I get like 4 every single 5 minutes, 4 ads right in a row that are all AI generated casino ads.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Because the casino ads. Have you seen? There's more ads now on Facebook too. They're starting to put in the videos into Reels and all over the place. It started with YouTube. Now it's Facebook. It's everywhere else. There's ads all over the place.
Tilly Norwood's about to be selling all sorts of things soon.
Yes. We'll be right back after the break. Oh no, wait, no, not yet. Not yet.
Tilly's gonna bring the commercial break.
Yes. Tonight here on Northern News Now, the 28th season of Big Brother kicks off with a special 90-minute premiere.
I'm not sure if Tilly Norwood is in this season or not,
I
but we
hope
do know
not.
host Julie Chen Moonves is going to be bringing us that preview.
For season 28, we're throwing out all the rules of time and space and sending our house guests on a journey unlike anything you've ever seen before. From prehistoric times to iconic decades and unforgettable moments from Big Brother history, this house is packed with surprises around every single corner.
So all you Big Brother fans, house guests going to be entering a world where rooms, relics, and competitions will transport them across moments in time, while early twists are going to shake up the game from the start.
I like it. I've always kind of been a fan of Big Brother. My parents, of course, watch it every single year. There's some parts I find a tad cheesy every once in a while, but that's any reality kind of TV show. But I mean, I didn't know CBS, they have both Survivor and Big Brother. Oh my gosh, get after it, CBS.
Yeah, and of course, CBS, you can only find on our portion here on Northern News Now.
6:30.
Yeah. How are you doing? When it comes to money, it sounds like Americans are concerned about the financial strain of having kids potentially. A new survey shows half of millennials and 54% of Gen Z feel pressure to choose between financial security and having kids. New data shows 68% of people say they can't have kids due to finances, and 61% say they plan to delay or possibly forego having kids due to cost of living.
I've totally seen this. And I mean, it's also, we've talked about this before, where it's pushed people later and later in life to have kids. Like our parents having kids, I don't know, in their 20s, early to mid 20s, whatever. And we're in our 30s now and, you know, still childless as of now. And who knows what's going to happen in the future?
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yes.
I feel like, you know, as long as you can, I do feel a lot more emotionally mature. And then now we just need the finances to be in line and
start spitting out kids.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well,
what?
We'll think about that. Well, hey, a Minnesota Wild Party coming to Duluth soon. We'll tell you about it in just a bit. Welcome back. For all you hockey fans out there, the Minnesota Wild have announced their 2026 Block Party series presented by Cub Foods, and they're going to be visiting 8 communities in Minnesota this summer, and guess what? That includes Duluth. It is later this month on Thursday, July 30th from 8 to 5 p.m. at that Cub location on Central Entrance in Duluth. Free and open to the public. Now, the Block Party series going to be a celebration of hockey. It'll also feature interactive games and music for fans of all ages. And Minnesota Wild mascot Nordy going to be there. And Hunter, you may be asking, why Cub?
Sure.
Well, it sounds like Cub is the official grocer of the Minnesota Wild.
Well, of course. That makes sense to me. What the heck? Does that mean that the Wild are actually going to be there too, the players?
I didn't see anything about players.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Because I know like Twins Fest, you usually have that caravan that's been rolling through Duluth occasionally. And those usually have players or former players, but I didn't see anything online about current players possibly coming.
If I can party with a Wild player, that'd be the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
That'd be pretty cool. Party with Nordy?
Yeah, play a little skee ball or whatever they have going on.
Wouldn't be a whole lot of conversation, but you could probably have a good time.
I could be a one-sided conversation guy. You know, I'm okay with that.
Yes or no questions?
Yeah, bounce off some ideas off of him. We'll get something going.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Talk about Tilly Norwood.
Yeah, there we go. What do you think about AI, Nordy? From the ice now to the links, the game of golf is changing. In the U.S., women are now driving 60% of the growth in the industry.
Susan Elizabeth Littlefield shows us a local woman working to level out the greens.
At 5-Iron and the North Loop, it's happy hour. Cheers! And nothing brings a smile like a good shot. Abby Swenson started taking those swings a few decades back, but it was a slow burn.
My dad and my stepdad would go and golf, and I didn't seem to care. And then I think I might have shown interest, and that's when my dad would tell me to meet him at the driving range after school.
When were you like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this?
I think I hated that I was missing out on opportunities at work. I think golf was coming up so much, and like already being a woman in tech, and like a lot of the times being the only woman there in general. And now I don't even feel confident to go on a golf course with, you know, 3 guys and, you know, oh, well, she just here to drive the golf cart.
So she started upping her game, but quickly realized things are better enjoyed shared.
There's literally just like no resource that was there at the time that would make it easy. I remember looking to join a golf league, and it was like I would have to call the golf course and be like, do you have a women's league? And then even then, like, well, it's full.
So she created a league of her own, Northern Greens, women only. She hosts happy hours at simulators like this, range nights and tea times all over the metro. They even go up north for golf retreats.
All they have to do is sign up and everything else is taken care of. They just need to choose a tee time, understand some etiquette, and they can show up, know that like I'm going to be with women in a safe place. I'm not going to be with men, or, I mean, a lot of these people are strangers when you first meet them. You don't know them, but you know that because they're coming through Northern Greens, that they're all there for a common reason, because they want to build community in the golf space and provide a positive experience for people.
So far, it's been a hit. She's partnered with restaurants, brands, and golf courses. In just 2 years, she's recruited 550 women and hosted 130 events.
What feeling do people get from this group and this community?
Going as a woman on a golf course might be like probably one of the most scary or hard things that somebody can do. And if someone now has got the confidence to go play a round of golf and have a good time, and now they feel like, you know, I can go to the movies by myself, or I can maybe go sit at that restaurant bar and eat my dinner. I can do anything alone. My hope overall is it just helps instill confidence, like no matter what they do.
Elevating women and the game with photojournalist Nick Luneman, Susan Elizabeth Littlefield, WCCO Sports.
That's really awesome to see. And the thing about golf, too, is that obviously there are wonderful people out there who are growing the game, such as she is, but it's so hard sometimes for beginners. Like I teach Mary now how to golf. She wants to come golfing with me, which is awesome. We have a lot of fun. It's just sometimes so hard to like, feel comfortable enough to like, in a way, like make a fool of yourself as you're starting to learn how to play golf.
Yes, I mean, you think of other sports, basketball, I mean, a bunch of them where I think it's easier to get into it versus like golf where, like you said, if you mess up, that ball's going all over the place. It might hit you in the face or whatever. So like getting that initial whatever down, the initial, I guess, technique, everything like that, you know, sure takes a lot, and you're a good teacher. And so I think hopefully Mary, what does Mary think?
Probably not the best teacher.
Oh, come on,
and also, that's the thing too, a lot of golfers out there aren't the most patient folks too. So if you see someone holding you up, then you go, you know, we're a funny bunch.
Yeah, that's cool that Mary wants to get into it though.
Yeah. So it's awesome to see that there are groups like that are promoting, you know, having a safe place to learn how to play, and then getting out there and being there with your friends.
Amen.
That's what it's all about. Well, let's talk about something else. I don't even call this a sport. A Wisconsin performer cracking his way to worldwide fame. Adam Winrich, holding 32 Guinness World Records for whip cracking, and has built an online following of more than 1.3 million people. Despite hundreds of millions of video views, Winrich says nothing beats performing live for a cheering crowd, and he's hoping to inspire the next generation to pick up this unique skill.
That really is a skill. I would love to try to do that someday. I don't know about you, Ryan. Tried it one time with the Blues Brothers and hit myself in the eye about 5 times or 6 times. It was something wild.
Indiana Jones been awfully quiet since that video dropped.
Yes, he has.
Well, coming up, have you ever thought about eating your food in a certain order? Maybe you should in just a few.
Welcome back, folks. Before you drop your bags in your hotel, check out the list on the nation's hotspots for bed bug infestations. Ugh. A new report from Orkin ranks Chicago, Los Angeles, Detroit, and Cleveland, as well as Indianapolis, as the nation's top bed bug hotspots. Experts say here's how to keep bed bugs from hitching a ride back home with you. Check hotel mattresses and furniture before unpacking. Keep luggage off beds, and dry your clothing on high heat after you return home.
Yeah, so all you bed bugs watching us currently, you know, head to Chicago, take the Amtrak down.
Don't come here. Stay away from here if you can.
That was a lot. I know you're reading the prompter, but there were a lot of bugs on that
I could
screen
see
there.
my peripheral vision. It looked disgusting. I don't know what it was, but oof, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
But this is something that I've never thought about until dating Kayla. I look at
bugs?
I look at the mattress for like stains and things like that, but I've never really inspected for bed bugs.
Oh, gotcha.
She inspects for bed bugs.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, she
at every
definitely does.
hotel?
Every hotel.
Wow.
Yep, exactly.
Good job, Kayla.
Yeah,
Maybe.
she's ahead of it. So
nice. Love it. Well, hey, let's make the awesome transition from bed bugs to talking about food in your diet. So when it comes to food, skip the latest fad diet. The best way to manage your health might already be on your plate.
That's right. Jeff Wagner cooks up a healthy plan on how to approach your next meal.
I love barbecue, and not just for the meat, but the sides. And if you're like me, this is how you'd attack this meal. A bite of pork, a bite of cornbread, a scoop of sweet potatoes, and a scoop of beans. Fun for my taste buds, maybe not so much for my digestive tract. Does the order in which you eat food matter? Good question.
It can have a lot of benefits to eat your meal in a certain order in terms of kind of what your overall health goal is.
Chella Wallen is a registered dietitian with Lifetime and says this is the ideal sequence. Start with high fiber, nutrient-dense foods like fruits and vegetables, specifically those low on starch, like leafy greens.
And that can, one, slow down digestion, kind of help you to have better mealtime habits to chew your food better, which is kind of like a secondary benefit.
Follow that with your protein, like meats, then finish with your carbs and starchy vegetables, like potatoes and corn. Essentially, save those French fries for last.
A really big benefit of having your starchy carbohydrates at the end is so that your body can better digest your food so that your blood sugar doesn't spike at the beginning of your meal and then maybe crash later on. And then that could lead to cravings, kind of foggy concentration, feeling tired, just overall just feeling more hungry.
Here's where it gets tricky. Food groups are often served in one package. Think burgers, burritos, stir fry, grain bowls. How should someone approach a meal when all the food groups are combined into one?
So a lot of times if someone's going to have a sandwich or a burger, maybe having some high fiber vegetables and dip on the side first, or having a little bit of protein on the side, like maybe a yogurt before they start. That way you're anchoring your meal with enough vegetables and enough protein, and maybe even starting your meal with those two.
Beyond the order in which we eat, there are other factors that could impact how full we feel, mainly distractions.
There's definitely some evidence that when we're distracted while eating, like reading, watching TV, driving, doing other things, that we are less tuned in and listening to our body.
Lisa Harnick is a professor in community health and says if you're in tune with your body while eating, you feel the physical sensations of fullness.
And if you're not paying attention to those cues because you're distracted by something else, you're not getting those cues that tell you, oh, I've had enough.
From proper sequencing to truly being present with your meal, your latest attempt at a healthy diet isn't just what you choose to eat, but being intentional with how you eat it. With photojournalist Jose Pascual, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
Welcome back. When we see you again tomorrow, I'm not going to be here, unfortunately, but Ryan, I know you're going to be meeting with the cast of the Duluth Playhouse newest show, Legally Blonde, which is a fantastic movie and now a fantastic show, opening tomorrow down at the North Shore Theater. He's going to meet the leads, bringing the popular movie musical to life, and that's going to all happening tomorrow here on Northern Life. Are you excited there, Ryan?
I'm looking forward to it. I was in Legally Blonde back in college over at UMD, so a lot of great music, and very much looking forward to the folks who are making it happen.
Super funny production, right? It's got to be a very funny production.
It's a big comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, but very much like the movie.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm very intrigued. I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
Where are you going this weekend?
This week I'm going camping, as a matter of fact. So yeah, me and the family, going to be a lot of fun, and I don't know, catch a sunburn or something like that.
Watch for bed bugs.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, before we go, a Wisconsin homeowner refusing to take down his giant skeleton display, just like Hunter has, even after a city deadline passed. Sean Oyster says the year-round decorations known as Hector and Henrietta have become a neighborhood attraction. However, the city says they are violating seasonal display rules. But a public interest law firm argues the order violates his First Amendment rights, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Wow, that's why you live out in the country. You don't have any of those ordinances anywhere.
You still have neighbors, though.
That's true. They do complain. No, they don't. Just kidding. We love you so much. Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.